What's up, you guys? It's FeedyX, and Kunimitsu is turning out to be a very popular character for both newcomers and returning Tekken players alike. So I wanted to put together a quick start guide targeted for people who may be coming back after dropping off in Season 1 or Season 2, or somebody who hasn't played Tekken in general in a long time. And I'll do it structured in the way that I think is a really nice, fast way to learn characters as quickly as possible. So the roadmap for that is below. We're going to go a bit more in depth too, with some combos and easy combo options that are pretty consistent. The goal is to get to playing this character as quickly as possible. So some key moves are below that, some quick stance info, and then I have some more intermediate information to go further with, which way to track different sidesteps, her key punishes for most situations, and then how to apply some of her heat moves once you're more comfortable. After we run through this character, I'm going to actually play some matches as well so you can see these notes in action. So first, the learning roadmap. I recommend learning 1 to 3 combos. They're the usual bread and butter combo options that you'll do off your normal launchers, how to wall carry to the wall, and then how to end with the wall. I actually don't do many open stage combos because the majority of stages in this game have walls. So I think it's good to get used to those. Also, there are your instant tornado launchers, which are the same combos you'll usually do off of low parries. So these will be a bit different. You can do your usual bread and butters, but they won't work as well. So I like to give these options. And then finally, I give counter hit launchers or unique standing launchers, right? So the usual bread and butters can be inconsistent on moves that launch from standing like this. This isn't a counter hit launcher, but is one of those examples. Similar off of her counter hit back turn 2 as another example. After that, there's basic punishment to learn. I like to just stick with 10 frame punishes and 15 frame punishes. For crouching punishes, your fastest one, that's also pretty decent, is while standing 1-1. And if that doesn't work, like it's too slow, then you know to do while standing 4. And then obviously learning the launch one from crouch as well, which is while standing 3. For Kunimitsu, I have a bit of an exception with her 14 frame punishment. This is so good to learn at all levels of play that I recommend trying it out early. Forward, down, down, forward 2, a dragon punch input, if you're familiar with Street Fighter. This is a bufferable input that you can do out of block stun, and it's one of her best punishes. So I show this early just so you have an idea of our trajectory. Finally, I'll show you again the key moves, basic stance moves, and then I recommend fighting a lot. Right? If you're not comfortable hopping into ranked right away, you can quick match people, you can find a training partner, or you can fight the CPU. This is actually a really nice method for getting comfortable in combat situations without having the pressure of full-on PvP. I actually know pro players who warm up against the CPU or play arcade mode. Ghost Battle's also decent too. But this is a great way to put yourself in combat situations that are less pressure than full PvP, but more pressure than just open practice mode. Highly recommend it. And then finally, once you're past all this, watch a bunch of pros and keep exploring the move list. This is a really important way to continue your growth on the characters, to get new ideas from other people playing your character. All right, let's turn off the computer mode. We already did turn off the computer mode and get to the basics of this character. Kunimitsu. This combo I'm showing you is far from optimal, but it's close to her bread and butter and will help you build good muscle memory. Okay, so after your first launch, we do forward 3+4, which puts you in back turn. From the back turn stance, you hit 4, and you can go into set stance by holding forward. Right? Set 4, hold 4, or back turn 4, hold forward. Okay, so the combo will look like this. Launcher, forward 3+4, back turn 4, set 1, 2, 1. Then you tornado, and from there, we go into wall carry options, right? Again, I like teaching wall carry options because almost every stage has walls. So how our launch is going to look, forward 3+4, back turn 4, set 1, 2, 1. Now wall carry with up 3. Now we're at the wall. From there, we'll go into our wall ender, which is a pretty basic one that's going to apply at all levels. Jab. Oh my, I have to actually get to the wall. Hold on. Trick here is you want to extend that dash as long as possible. There we go. Jab, down forward 1, and then the down 2 string. The actual input is down 2, 1, 2, 1+2, but I just hit down 2 and just spam the 1+2 bind. If you see my input history, that gives you the full string, so that's all you need to do. Okay? And then you can wall carry with up forward 3, or after your tornado, you can wall carry with forward 3+4. Goes a bit farther, but as you can see, you'll be in back turn. So you'll have to run forward to get to the wall again. Hey, that's your basic combo. Your low parry combo or your instant tornado combo is going to start with 3+4 for strong aerial tailspin. This is CD2, will work the same as a low parry. Then you go into a very similar combo as before. The only difference with this combo, basically, is the 3+4 at the beginning. The rest should look pretty similar. And as you can see, you get nice wall carry, can even do your wall combo if you're close enough. All right. Last detail here. If you get a wall splat, you need an instant wall tornado. Okay. What we do for this, we have a few options. I've written down 2 of them. There's a lot more Kunimitsu can do. Wall splat, up 1 is one of the most fun ones. You get that nice little animation, tornado, and it's pretty consistent at different wall angles. Other options a bit easier, forward, forward 2. Finally, you can also do down, forward 1, 3. I haven't written it down, but that's another key option. One thing that is available, but I don't recommend, is QCF 1+2, because depending on the spacing, it can get really inconsistent and not give you a full wall splat. The recommendations I've written below will be consistent, will get you set up for future learning, and will help you build the muscle memory you need, specifically doing forward 3+4 out of a lot of these. Because after, for example, back turn 1+2, this is a really consistent option. If you try to do the hop knees, it will work, but sometimes it's inconsistent, especially if you're a bit late. So hopefully that helps. Let's get into the key moves. All right, I'm showing you the panic options first, because Tekken 8 is such an offensive game. Kunimitsu is not forcing a lot of stance pressure all the time, so you will be on the defensive end of things. This is her armor move, down 3+4. I think it's classified as a weapon because of the magic properties. It's a mid, and it's -13 on block. So fantastic properties for a power crush. Her down jab is down back 1. It's not down 1 because this is a separate button. And then I wrote G clef here. What that is a counter hit jab string. So if somebody's on top of you, want to get them off of you, 1, 2, 4 is your go-to. Now, it's unsafe. It's -14. So at high level, you'll want to confirm that you actually hit a counter hit 1 and then hit the 4 as late as you can. Otherwise, you'll be -14. Okay? These are your kind of go-to panic buttons, but early on, people won't be punishing it. So there you go. Key mids. Okay? Kunimitsu has a lot of really good mids. Down forward 1 is fantastic. It has a counter hit extension string. Down forward 1, 2, 2. You can delay this, the first 2 hits, and it will still be guaranteed on counter hit. But some characters can launch it if they block it, so be careful. Safe mids you can try, though. Forward 1+2. This move is crazy. Safe on block, -6 on block. Tracks to her weak side and heat engages. And if you're already in heat, it's a heat dash launcher. So you can go straight into your combo that we just practiced like 50 times. Down 1 is pretty nice. Puts your opponent in crouch. And on block, you're plus. And you can frame trap with while standing 2. If you don't know about frame traps, I got a guide on that. While standing 2 frame traps or while standing 4. And if they're respecting it, you can use the best low in Tekken 8, which is full crouch down 1+2. Speaking of full crouch down 1+2, since you can read the other mids that are available here, let's talk about this right away. This move is so good. You're +5, and you get put into a stance, an offensive stance, back turn. This becomes fully tracking from back turn. This is back turn 1+2. And the lows become tracking. This is back turn down 4 and back turn down 2. Now, why this is good? Take a look at this, because back turn down 4 loops you into crouch again, meaning you can loop this offense over and over. And even if this is blocked, it's only -12. Most characters can't hurt you significantly for blocking this and punishing it. So fantastic low, debatably the best in the game because it's so safe, because it's a weapon, so it's not low parryable, and it leads to mix-ups. Insanely good low you should get used to doing. Tip of the trade. I'm going to add that to the notes here. Down, down, back 1+2 is a shortcut to doing this as fast as possible. Right? And if you do it fast enough, it almost completely hides. It almost completely hides the full crouch animation. It even can be done out of Korean backdash. Right? Super tricky option here. It takes a bit of practice. I should also highlight this other move. Back 1+2. All right, we're going back to the mids real quick because I just want to cover the rest of my bases. QCF 1+2, huge range homing. This move is crazy, but not really the most spammable one because you want them to interact with your other buttons. Back 1+2 is safe and does this knockback animation. And then back 2 is a safe counter hit launcher. Okay. So we've covered her best low, some complementary mids again, For completeness, here are some other lows that are pretty nice. Down back 3-3-4. Right, same as Yoshimitsu's. And then down 1+2. 0 on hit, so you still get access to your stance offense after from crouch. Heat engage like that, stuff like that. Okay, so the back turn stance is going to be accessed often through this low, and that's how you're going to go into your back turn offense, right? Pester them with your lows, get them really annoyed, hit them with a big mid into your combo, right? Tekken. What else do you have? Her Katon stance. This one is a bit harder to get to, so let me tell you what's going to work in most levels of play, literally up until God 3, and we have gameplay examples of this. 1-1-2 is not a natural combo, but most people will mash on the third hit. If the second hit connects on counter hit, the third hit is natural as well. So this is going to be your go-to pressure on most block sequences, and it's safe on block. The only way to counter this, well, there's a few ways. You can counter it by blocking, but the only scary counterplay is if they step right. They have to block the first two hits. Oh. Elisa has problems stepping this to the right. That's a unique Elisa thing. She might have to sidewalk. There you go. So most characters can sidestep it. Elisa has to sidewalk it. But it looks like there are unique hitbox issues here. Interesting. In any case, this is the main counterplay. If your opponent isn't stepping it, you can run this all day. If they are stepping it, your counterplay now is 1-1 into Katon stance. Because they're going to burn time stepping. Say they do sidestep, right? And then by the time you attack again, it'll realign. Katon 2, +5 on block and evasive. So if they mash, you can dodge it. And then she also has the dive kick, another evasive option. Dive kick 3-2 is like a hit confirmable launcher. So ideally, if your opponent retaliates with, say, a jab, and I set them to punish, then 1-1 dive kick will jump over. And you want to hit confirm it where possible, right? Twitch confirm that they swung, you get your combo. But it's launch punishable. So again, be careful with it, but this is a good option when people finally start interacting with your 1-1 into stance. But for most levels, this is going to do everything. You're going to get the counter hit, and you get a free kunai after, QCF1. These are some basic offensive flowcharts, both the full crouch low and the 1-1-2 and the 1-1 into stance. Okay? After, if you want to do more things than that, there's obviously a lot that this character can do. The next kind of layer to add on, and I haven't even added this to my gameplay much yet, but is once they're respecting your jab and a lot of your pokes, and you're kind of oppressing them, down 1 puts them into crouch with your advantage. You frame trap with this, it tracks both ways, so they can't even sidestep it. If they do get hit, so if I set them to crouching block, for example, after 1 or more hit on block, you get a heat engager, which is really nice. If you're really ambitious, you can even launch them with that. But most people are just going to stand block after you frame trap them multiple times, meaning you can run this full crouch 1+2 and continue the pressure once again. So down 1 is a great starting mid that goes into these options. The only weakness of down 1 is that it's 19 frames and it's kind of linear, although it has some weird tracking to sidestep right sometimes. So when your opponent's hesitating and you don't just want to go low, you can try down 1. Another benefit is on counter hit. This is guaranteed. And it's a walls flat. So down 1, very crucial button to be playing around. Get used to using it. I haven't gotten comfortable yet, but it's definitely a good move, undoubtedly. Another option to try, if your cat stance is also getting blocked a lot, like you're just doing the plus frames here and nothing is happening, you can add a bit of pressure with cat 4 and its extension cat 4-2. Right? It is a duckable high, so you can die for it. So I usually just like throwing in the first low and then continuing with my game plan. Just add a bit of damage, get them to interact a little more, maybe catch them in neutral once they're concerned about this low, right? Just to stop somebody from stand blocking all day. But in truth, you'll get most value out of this full crouch low into this mid, only -2 on block, so you can still sidestep, you can still backdash after, and get a lot of counterplay to what your opponent's doing. But yes, most of your offense is going to be off of the full crouch low, if you ask me. And that's before we even get to set 3 and set 1+2. But the gameplay I want to show you is going to be built a lot on that low, 1-1-2, and then hopefully more down 1. All right, so we'll queue up. We'll give this a go. And after we've played a couple matches, we'll cover these intermediate tactics, the more advanced things. There's a unique combo for punishing slides. There's which buttons will track different side steps, and then going deeper into her punishment game. A lot of cool stuff, but let's first get some in-match experience.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, so we have a Paul, God 1, Filipino hex mark. So I have no idea if this player is going to be familiar with Kuni's counterplay or not. God 1 is kind of in that fringe level, depending if they come from Tekken 7 or not. So we'll start with the defaults, the 1-1-2s, the down 1s, and see what happens, okay? Counter hit on the second hit, so it worked out. He ducked the jab right away. This might be sweaty. 1-1, 1-1, wow. 1-1-2, this is a guaranteed follow-up, QCF1. So I'm going to keep doing it, but as you can see, I can't force the jab every time. I ran into his sidestep down forward 2. So I got to pump the brakes sometimes, just move around a bit. Oh, well, he's very active. 1-1-2, wall splat. I told you not to do that wall ender or that wall tornado, but I did it anyways. Keep it simple. Go low to kill. All right. Game 2. I know he's looking for it. He might whiff, so let me backdash a few. Okay, there's a whiff. 1-1, 1-1, 1-1-2. Okay. He whiffed. That wasn't a whiff punish, but he swung again. Our basic combo, wall carry with 3+4. Our usual wall ender, mashing 1+2 there. QCF 1+2, nice. Oh, I messed up. Block punish, he's gonna mash. Yep, that's not the punish for that. Ow. I didn't wall spot me, I got so lucky. Okay, mid. I'm just blocking. Okay, just blocking and backdashing. 1-1, 1-1-2. Nice. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. All right, and I know ranked inflation is a hot topic right now. That's neither here nor there. We'll do a separate video on that. But my point here is, how are you going to play Kunimitsu to good effect? Early on, intermediate, and then advanced once I actually know how to play the character. 1-1-2. Set 2 here. Okay, no. 1-1, 1-1. Just chill out. 1-1. I can launch that if I block it. Just let him do this. Backdash with punch is too far. Just chill out. 1. Okay, he's ducking. So some DF1. Counter hit confirm with the full DF1 string. I'm trying to whiff punish here. Okay, block punish is fine. Okay, just chill. 1, 1, 1. DF1. DF1. Oh, I blocked that. Check with DF4. Okay. Pretty good. Now, I missed a few punish opportunities there. Crouch dash 2 would have punished his -14 moves. But you can see that my offensive game plan isn't anything complex yet. Getting past the 1-1-2 stage part of the game is pretty big. Counter hit there. Okay. Break that throw. Okay, I did not break that throw. I was mashing 1-1-2. I can't lie. Whiff punish, DF1, 1-1-2, counter hit. He's mashing after the jab, which is something I do too, so I get it. 2-2 punish. If he does the QCB 1+2, okay, whiff punish there. All right, Kuni's sidestep is so good. I did a small sidestep left and completely got out of the way. Her defensive movement is so strong. 2 break. QCF 1+2. Forward 1+2. Okay, so adding some new options here. 1-1-2. Okay. I'm chilling. Full crouch low. Okay, he's still playing the game a lot, right? So if he's down jabbing like that, and I can't get through, I don't need to force it. I'll just stick to what's working. Okay. Now, you may be laughing at this, but in Tekken 7, when Kunimitsu came out, one of the top Korean content creators at the time, Daddy King, he's still a top content creator now, but he was playing Kunimitsu and doing this same thing, 1-1, 1-1-2. So as Kuni gets more popular, people will learn to deal with this. So hopefully we'll get as much usefulness as we can out of this sequence. And if we get match made with somebody who knows how to deal with it, we can show the next layer. 1-1-2. Tornado. That's why we don't do that wall ender there, or that wall tornado, because it's inconsistent. 2 break. Can launch that. Duck the second hit. 1-1-2. Yep. Heat burst. 1-1-2. Nice. He blocked this time. Oh. Okay. I mashed into the shoulder. If I had blocked, we could have gotten a launch punish. So I'm gonna, in my head, try to have this crouch dash 2 launch punish ready. This button, right? I didn't mean to hit him with it there, but that's what I have in mind to try and get more damage out. If I block successfully. Messed up the whiff punish, that's fine. 1. Okay, block punish. 1, 1, 2. Counter hit. Okay. There. Oh, I was too slow. That's exactly what I was looking for, though. Okay, he did a block punish that wasn't real. Set 1+2. Forward 1+2. Forward 1+2. Oh my goodness. Nice shoulder. Okay. So he wants to play turnstile. I'm going to keep it simple. We already know what I'm doing. Okay. And he's adjusted. Do you see how he's adjusted? So we need to add just a little bit to get him to run into it again. Full crouch low. Just the mid. Wow, it did not track him there. 1, 1, 2. Counter hit again. Okay. Just chilling. Maybe I can get a whiff punish. Oh, that was not it. Well, still worked. Terrible combo. 1, 1, 2. All right. Last hit low. Okay. So you can see, just the 1, 1, 2 alone, some defensive movement is getting a lot of work done. Now that we're God 2, the chances of running into an opponent who understands how to fight against Kunimitsu a little better are a bit higher. So let's see how that goes.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, my next opponent is God 4. So I have no guarantee that they know how to deal with 1, 1, 2. But this is around the level where the layer 1 knowledge checks do stop working as much. So I'm going to give it a try, and we'll see if they deal with it. And it could be that they just block it too. They don't have to step right every time. So this Lars player hasn't stepped it yet. Full crouch low. I'm going to run the mid after. He did duck. So he's already looking to... Oh, there's a step right. So he's ready for that. But the other information I got... Oh my. Could have punished that harder. The other information I got is he's already ducking for lows before I've shown him what information I wanted to... Or how I wanted to run my offense. Wow! And he's already rage hardening on the first heat engage. So we have a highly interactive player. I don't need to work too hard to mix him here. He's going to expose himself. Oh, I'm dead. He's going to expose himself without me needing to make too many plays. Had I not died there, right here, I could have gone for some jab gameplay 1-1 without giving the 2. But let's see. Okay. Maybe he'll whiff for me. Down forward 1-2. He's interacting, right? So maybe I can finish the string. No. He is slightly defensive. I think forward 1+2 will be great here. Oh my god, that blows up on counter hit. I wasn't even airborne. I do want to still run the full crouch low. And maybe Katon stance after the 1. Nice block. Wow, I forgot he's a ducker. We just saw that. I'm dead. Down jab. Hop knee on his timing. Catching his forward dash. I think down 1 breaks the floor here. Yep. I'm going to double hop knee to get to the wall. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to go into Katon stance and run the low. Because he's sidestepping, right? Yes. 1, 1, 2. Nice try, man. I should have launched the low while standing 3. Okay. He's doing back 1 to home, but Kunimitsu's sidestep is so good. Incorrect combo there. I need to do CD2. Kuni's movement is going to help me a lot here, even if he does the back 1. Counter hit set 2, but we traded. Forward 1+2. Nice. Sliding. Counter hit jab. Mix him up. He's a ducker. 1-1. 1-1. If I know he's gonna step, dive kick. Oh my god, he anti-aired me! There's no way, man. There's no way. That was his choice? If I just blocked, I win. Okay. Extra information. I got outplayed. DF1. Nice. Hop knee whiff punish. Our standard combo. Nice. Now, I don't want to slow down too much, but I don't want to overextend and die. Oh, I could have launched that. that was not the punish, man. I jabbed and got counter hit. If he's just going to block, 1-1 is not that good. If he's going to down back 4, 1-1 is not that good. I can start adding that down 1 mind game. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wow. Kuni's slight sidestep right got around that. Oh, my goodness. Set. Oh, nice step, nice step. That was really good. I had to do set 1+2 there to track that direction. I'm going to hop knee up. Yep. I'm going to drop the combo. What a disaster. 1-1, Katon low. Yeah. That move is straight up good, but also I think at this stage of Kunimitsu's release, people aren't ready to deal with that. Running the mid again. He's stand blocking most of it, so maybe I can up the mix up a bit. I'll do the back turn low, which goes into crouch again. Now I'll do the mid. I can just keep that damage. Nice. Sidestep right. Now I have to do CD2. Nice adjustment. 3+4. 3+4 again. Up 4. Oh, it doesn't work. I'm going to do set 1+2. Oh, I messed up. Heat dash. Oh, I could have counter hit confirmed and killed him. Katon. Yep. Down 4. Nice. Okay. So, 1-1-2. He countered early. How did I adjust? Full crouch low. Katon stance. And then Kunimitsu's defensive movement. Sidestep right was getting past tons of Lars's hitboxes, and I didn't expect to be using it this early, but it made a huge difference. That's why he's doing the homing move. Down 1, I'm gonna frame trap him. Nice block punish. Okay. Down 1 again. It has weird tracking to the right. Mid again. Okay, I'm gonna do full crouch low again. And he'll give me a whiff punish or a hop knee at some point. 1-1. Nice block. Nope, a bit late. I can punish that harder. Katon low. Okay, just chill. Oh my god! Just chill was right. I did not expect a lightning screw. Okay, let's try DF1. Counter hit, confirm. Nice. Spinny. Nice punish. You can interrupt that, but not with jabs. Down jab. I don't want to deal with that. 1-1. Dive. Oh. Okay, I'm just moving. Set 1+2. Block and punish. Full crouch low. Middle. Yep. Oh, didn't expect that to whiff. I tried to mash DF2. DF2 is a bit scary to just throw out against Lars because he does have a 14 frame launch. Oh. I'm gonna down jab. Down 1. Oh, yes! Sidestep right after the down 1. I just heat dash here to kill him. Forward 1+2, heat dash, QCF 1+2. I don't know the optimal damage there. Alright. This is going pretty well. I'm gonna backdash. Okay, I could have whiff punished if I were ready. 1-1. Katon low. I've shown him this a lot, so I would not be surprised if he starts ducking. Set 1+2 in case he steps right. Nice mash. You can see that the neutral skip isn't that scary by itself. I'm not winning damage. He's just blocking, and I'm giving up my turn. So it's actually better to be doing other things like full crouch. If I can catch his approach timing, that's nice, but wow, backswing low. I'm gonna block. I don't want to deal with anything that'll break the floor. Oh my. I'm gonna do the Katon mid, +5. Okay, just block. Low here doesn't do, yeah. The lows don't matter too much. 3 lows. I'm gonna do down forward 1-3. Nice duck. Oh, I tried to hop me that. Oh, I could have died. Oh, not like that. Dive kick punish. Terrible combo, but you see the idea. Dive kick, he tries to challenge and it blows him up. That is how we can advance the mind games after 1-1-2, right? That's how we use the full crouch stance. That's how we use down 1, adding more layered options. So that was fantastic. Little empathy in the chat. GG's. Thank you for the wonderful demonstration. Now let's cover some of Kunimitsu's more advanced things here. So first things first, I'm going to switch the character to Law to show you the slide punish. So for those who don't know, slides in this game leave the opponent in an airborne state and you have to adjust your combo. So Law does this slide. If I block it, I have to pick a different combo, right? Luckily, Kunimitsu's is pretty similar, right? You see what I just did there. I block, I do while standing 4, and then I do the same combo that we've been practicing this entire time. The forward 3+4 into back turn. There is some more advanced stuff you could do, like crouch dash 2 there. You can even do it right away. But I have no idea which is the most optimal routing, okay? Again, this is just the bare minimum. If your opponent is using sidesteps against you, the list of moves below will help you deal with that. Okay, so Kunimitsu is weak to sidestep right, but some of her best moves, forward 1+2, down forward 2, back 2, all these moves deal with sidestep right. And just so you can see, right, I'm going to jab him on block. It tracks. It tracks. Set 2 is going to be a bit harder to show. Oh, like this. This is how we show it. Step right. That dodges that. But it set 1+2 tracks that. Make sense? And then, yeah, forward 1+2 tracking this way is so good. So it's kind of like that Miyari situation where the moves that track her weak side are high reward. For Miyari, it's sidestep left against her down forward 2 and things like that. For Kuni, sidestep right can get you blown up. So be careful if you're against Kuni in that sense. And then if they're going the other way, a lot of your moves will track to the left. Standing block, yeah. DF1 has decent tracking that way, but the main one is 2-2, and then heat down back 1+2. This move, right? Full launch. So, and then again, you have QCF 1+2, covers the whole screen, basically homing. But you don't want to spam this move too much because -9 on block means you give up your turn, and your opponent has the ability to mix you up at point blank. And there are a couple things that I think have a lot of potential, but I haven't gotten to explore in matches much myself yet. The first one is Katon 1-2. This is a high-mid heat engager, safe on block, delayable, and it can transition into full crouch if you hold down, meaning she has access to all of her full crouch offense from there. This string seems really, really overtuned, and I think this is going to be really annoying from low level to mid level to high level. How I imagine it playing out is at low level, when somebody has no idea what's going on, you can honestly just play with the delay, and somebody will try to retaliate and get blown up. Already, people at low level can't deal with 1-1-2. They're mashing into the third hit. But if you imagine somebody who does have the counterplay against 1-1-2 and is playing that sidestep right to try to get the whiff punish, this is also kind of annoying, because if they're trying to confirm the whiff, the stance will make them hesitate. And as you can see, there's a bit of string realignment already with the second hit. But if I'm late to whiff punish, wow, I guess I'm a little sharp. If I'm late to whiff punish that first hit, then it's easy to get clipped by the second one, right? And that's a bit annoying. And if somebody is trying to duck the Katon 1, it's easy to be late before the second hit comes out. So there's a lot of defensive difficulty when you combine this string with all the other extensions that somebody's already dealing with, right? And once you've applied all of that mental stack, you've shown the 1-1-2 and they know the defense. You've done 1-1 with the delay, or Katon 1-2 with the delay. Now you can add in the cancel. I think if you add the cancel too early and you're fighting at lower level, people are just going to mash into you. But if you're fighting somebody who is blocking, you can overload them with the full crouch. I didn't cancel it. You can go into full crouch, do your full crouch low, you're back into back turn. And then you can just continue mixing from there. Right? You can even do back turn 1-2 into Katon, and then loop this again into the full crouch low. So a lot of potential here. And that brings me to my next point. I think that the back turn 1-2 series is honestly going to smoke a lot of people. And I haven't used much of this yet, but it functions a lot like 1-1-2, right? You have that mid knife that's steppable to the right and is safe. You have the 1-1-1 that tracks the sidestep but is unsafe. And you have access to Katon stance, right? So the same thing for back turn 1-2. Back turn 1-2-2 is probably going to hit a lot of people. Back turn 1-2-1 if they are doing that sidestep. But again, back turn 1-2 Katon is probably where it gets really annoying. Katon stance 1-2, cancel to full crouch. 1-2 Katon, 1-2 crouch, right? You can see how this could get very overwhelming and will make people want to mash. And then you could just finish the string. You could just stop, block, and punish. Kunimitsu, as you remember, has amazing block punishment. So this, I think there's a lot of potential with these two sequences, the Katon 1-2 and the back turn 1-2. Give those a try as you get more comfortable with the character. Let's go into her punishes in detail too. So 10 frame punishes, 1-2-2 back, This goes into back turn stance with +5, which, as you may be aware at this point, is similar to the situation off of the full crouch low. And from this situation, even though that whiffs, the 1+2 becomes pseudo-homing, and the lows become pseudo-homing, right? So, +5 into back turn is really good. The other one she has is forward, forward, 4-2. Now, forward, forward, 4 is a 9-frame move, right? But because of how dash buffering works, you can get it out in 10 frames. And Tekken 8 has made dash buffering even easier. So let me switch back to Elisa just to show you a -10 move. And fascinating with Kunimitsu, this is available from crouch as well. She can do a 10-frame wall splatting punish from crouch. The downside, it's execution heavy, and it's launch punishable if you fail. So for Elisa, 1-2, down 2 charge. Now, at the wall, I'm going to block this. And if I'm good, I can do forward, forward, 4-2 as a block punish. It will look like that, but it will say punish. Like that. And this converts into huge damage if you're good. I'm not, right? But you see the vision. Anyways, forward, forward, 4-2, best 10-frame punish in the game. If it's blocked, it's catastrophic, -17. At 12 frames, she has 4-2 into back turn with +6. This is very nice. 13 frame, forward 2-3 for knockdown. QCF2 for a ranged punish, right? For a knockdown as well. 14 frames is when Kunimitsu can launch you. Crouch dash 2 or dragon punch 2. Forward, down, down, forward 2. We talked about this a bit in the beginning. What's interesting about this is it's not like a wave dash, right? There's no stance. What that means is you can do this from block stun as well. So if the opponent does a -14 move, you can immediately launch it, doing this input buffered during the block stun, okay? From 15 frames, she has down forward 2, and she has up 3, right? Or up forward 3. And then from range, she can QCF 1. Okay, now for her while rising punishes, which in Tekken notation is WS for while standing. The reason that is because WR means while running in Legacy Tekken. Anyways, while standing punishment, 10 frame again is forward, forward, 4-2. 11 frames is while standing 4. I recommend grinding out while standing 1-1. 12 frames will cover most minus lows in this game, such as this. Elisa's down 4. 12 frame punishable. You still get good reward +8, which is pretty awesome. So I recommend spamming that punish. Spam while standing 1-1. If it doesn't work, it's probably while standing 4 punishable. Okay. This is, of course, if you're trying to play more by feel instead of looking at frame data. But if you're taking the game seriously, I recommend looking at the frame data. While standing 2-1 is her 13 frame wall splatting heat engaging punish. Does not heat dash launch. But it's very, very strong. Now, on block, it's still pretty good. I'm not saying to spam it on block, but -13 is not bad for a mid-mid knife move that's delayable and slightly twitch confirmable. Okay? Again, because Kunimitsu doesn't have a stance out of these motion inputs, she can QCF2 from crouch. She can DP2 from crouch. For example, if a enemy Kunimitsu does this full string against me, it puts me in crouch at -14. I can buffer the dragon punch and launch her with a certain amount of skill, like that. So Kunimitsu has some of the best punishment in the game locked behind some skill checks and like being aware enough and having enough presence of mind to do it in actual combat. Then from crouch, she has while standing 3 to launch. She can up 3 from crouch, and she can QCF 1 from crouch. And that's her punishment. And then we saw it a bit in my gameplay, but let's just quickly go over her heat moves. Heat down back 1 +2. Tracks her strong side, so if you're stepping left against her. Up 1 +2 is a wall splatting heat move that doesn't take too much gauge. She can do a few of these, and it leaves her in back turn also. Right, so this is a pretty strong move to wall splat with, to go into back turn pressure with. But my favorite one is Katon down 1 +2. This little back step she does is truly evasive. So people who retaliate can completely miss, and at the right ranges, this should be able to wall splat. I'll set the opponent to stand and approach. Yep, and a clean wall splat there, which can convert into a full wall combo. But hopefully you enjoyed this quick start guide to Kunimitsu. I know it's not so quick if you include the gameplay, but I thought those examples would be helpful to show. And if you're interested in future learning, check out Dangojin's starter guide. He was able to get early access to Kunimitsu, and he has a lot of great information from his in-depth testing with the character. I just wanted to provide a nice little starting point, but his resources are fantastic and his combo resources are great too. Combo artists on Twitter are also doing a lot of optimization, so even though the platform can be rough sometimes, it has a lot of great Kunimitsu stuff. I'll try to grab as much info from there as possible as I do more Kunimitsu content, but that's a good place to get the most up-to-date Kuni stuff. And then finally, thanks to Minty Rose, there's a document full of Kunimitsu combos, punishes, and a few cheat sheets. Once Applay comes out with his, I also recommend his resources. Everything will be linked below. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment, subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.